I can't read the minds of my players, but from a coaching staff perspective, it didn't change at all. Our preparation was as thorough and as diligent as we could possibly do, regardless of what conference. They had our full and undivided attention.
Well, we welcome in Ray Crawford to talk some hoops. Thanks for joining us.
You got it.
Now, you know, Gregg Marshall and his team, they have been through a lot. They've talked a lot about, you know, not being seeded properly. They went to the AAC, and then, you know, they come into this tournament with a 4 seed and lose to Marshall. So I feel like, you know, guys, we ask this question every single season, but might this be the time that Gregg Marshall actually leaves for a better job?
I think the timing is good for him right now. I mean, when you look back at what Gregg Marshall has been able to do at Wichita State, guys, don't we think that he's taken that program as far as they can go? He helped certainly amplify the position for the program as well as the conference. They moved into the American this year, but making $3.3 million per season, according to USA Today and their database of college basketball coaches, you've got to figure that there's more money out there for him to make. He takes them to a Final Four. They get to a Sweet 16. I liken Marshall's situation with that of Jim Larinaga a few years ago. He takes George Mason to the Final Four in 2006 and then decides to stay for 5 more years before he goes to Miami. I think Marshall is at the time, at 55 years old, perhaps now is the time to jump.
Could he just like it there at Wichita State? Could that just be a place where he feels comfortable? Now that you're in the AAC and left the Missouri Valley, you've done work, you've took him to a better place. Yeah. Maybe he just likes the environment.
Like Mark Few, right? I mean, how many times has his phone rang for other jobs and other opportunities? And he has said, look, I'm a Spokane guy, I'm a Gonzaga guy, I'm going to stay here. I mean, potentially that's the case, but imagine all the resources he could have at a bigger program. I know his name's been floated around for potentially the Louisville job. They could potentially double that, really back up the truck for him, and you get all in the ACC, all the resources that Louisville has. So it'll be